Hello, Constant. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, Imelda. Thank you for asking.
Good. I'm glad to hear. Are you ready to start the interview?
Of course, definitely. Let's give it our best shot.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start off by introducing myself. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Imelda, and today I'll be interviewing Constant Washington. And as I mentioned over the phone, Constant, I appreciate you taking some time and give us some information or some insight about GuideFi and how your FinTech company has transcended conventional tech boundaries to create more financial literacy into just this generation. Can you please tell us a little bit about your background and how and your position in GuideFi? Sorry.
Of course.
Mhm.
Um, Thank you for having me again. And of course, my name's Constance Washington, and I have a bachelor's degree in finance from the University of San Diego. In addition, I am a licensed realtor and a loan officer. And I currently provide financial advice to clients who subscribe with GuideFi.
Mhm.
I have been in the finance industry for about 4 years, and I have been actively practicing real estate and loan origination for the past 2 years.
Wow. Wow. I mean, you mentioned that you have your real estate and MLO in less than 2 years. That's incredible. How was school? Bet it was.
Oh, oh, thank you so much. I mean, yeah, it's definitely a lot of hard work and dedication. But school was a really positive experience for me. Going to San Diego State I was able to network and meet a lot of great people. And
Mhm.
not to mention the beach was nearby. So when I
Yes.
wasn't in class or studying at home, I was on the beach. So, I mean, it was just a really good environment for me. And I truly think going to San Diego State was a good move for me because I was able to excel there.
Yes. Can you tell us what GuideFi is and how you and your colleagues incorporate fintech into your operation?
Of course. Well, GuideFi is the mission of GuideFi is to prepare our clients with the understanding and the tools to ensure financial wellness. Okay, so with that said, GuideFi is just a financial wellness company,
Mhm.
and we are built on the deep core belief that everyone deserves access to credible, affordable financial advice. Not everybody can get that right now. That's not something that a lot of low income families take the opportunity to learn about.
Mhm.
So I think that the GuideFi platform is perfect for everyone, no matter your socioeconomic status, no matter your, background. We are equipped with the tools to help you achieve that financial success. One of the most important, core mission statements that attracted me to the company
Mhm.
was the fact that GuideFi offers women and people of color the opportunity to build, grow, and protect their wealth. So, not only is our organization a national network of independent, competent financial advisors, but we do have coaches, we have counselors, and, all of us have the calling to, go ahead and serve and encourage women and communities of color. So, we ultimately help the communities we serve to build wealth on their terms. And, a lot of the times, building wealth on someone's specific terms is hard to do because, you have clients who may not want to cut back, may not scale back those expenses. But with GuideFi, we can help, you set a realistic goal to achieve your mission. One of the main objectives, as a financial advisor is definitely to help our members achieve that financial independence and to realize their ambitions. So, whether that's buying a house or starting a family or even becoming debt free, we aim to be the center of our members' financial lives so they can get their money right. Definitely in this time and at this day and age, you want to be able to, you know, accomplish your goals and not worry about finances as much. And if you just follow some of the guidelines and plans that we create for you, you can definitely achieve your goals without feeling that strain on the purse strings, so to speak. So with that being said, in order to help our clients achieve their goals, we do rely on technology to provide that one-on-one intimate, customer satisfaction driven relationship. That's our number one goal. And therefore we rely on smartphones. They play an intricate role in our daily operation. And then we, of course, require members to go ahead and interface with our mobile app. The mobile app is just simply called GuideFi Mobile. And this platform connects you to the GuideFi Advisor Network. So this GuideFi Advisor Network is an exclusive network of, those culturally competent financial professionals like myself.
I think that your company's mission statement is what really compelled me to seek out for an interview. As a woman who is a minority, I could personally attest to the need of financial wellness and literacy with our community. What kind of specific service can I get with Wi-Fi? Skyfi?
Oh yeah, of course. Well, first consumers, they do need to go ahead and download the GuideFi app. And the exclusiveness of our app really speaks to itself. And so once you download the app from the App Store, you're going to complete our client questionnaire. And so with the client questionnaire, we're just going to gauge your goals, long term and short term. And then after that, the client is going to receive up to 3 GuideFi matches. And then you're going to book your discovery call. And that's the really exciting and fun part of it all, because you're going to get that one-on-one intimate meeting with either myself or any of my other qualified colleagues. And we will help you with choosing a guide to build your wealth journey. And so specific services are based on how you complete the client questionnaire.
Wow. I mean, you gave us a lot of information about your company that you work for. But what specific offer do you guys offer?
Okay. So, I have many clients that struggle with managing their money. Therefore, I will go ahead and assess their current financial situation. And then I'm going to provide analysis of assets and debts and expenses, right? And then after that analysis, I'm going to go ahead and identify areas for improvement. So that's the fun part for me, but it might not be fun for a client, but it's absolutely necessary. And, for the audience at home, please make a note that a good financial advisor will ask you about your goals, and then they're supposed to create a plan to help you reach those goals. And that's what I do with my clients. So depending on what's requested, I can calculate how much a person should save for retirement. Let's say you had a family emergency and you took money out of your 401k. You want to make that back and put that money that you spent back into your retirement. We can go ahead and calculate and crunch the numbers and see how you can play catch up and, get your retirement to a healthy amount to where you feel comfortable. I can help, clients make emergency funds. I have a lot of clients that opt to just do an emergency fund because they want to be prepared for a rainy day. And then I also, offer tax planning suggestions. A lot of us dread tax season. We don't want to file our taxes. It's just so complicated and it's a scary experience. So all of that, all of these options, all of these services that we offer are geared toward, reducing the stress that you feel in your day-to-day life, because, life is always changing. We can refinance debt. We can help you refinance a mortgage on your home, or we can even help you pay down debt. So things like that are really important. And one of the services that I just recently started doing was I can help, with clients with their investment portfolios, and I can offer complete portfolio management. And then I can also help you, by, just investing in some companies that might be, mirror what you respect and believe in and you want to invest in that firm, I can help you with that. So these are the types of services that we offer on a consistent basis.
Wow, you guys have a lot of amazing services. Can I ask you, from a fintech standpoint, how do you think financial technology will disrupt the banking system?
Well, my colleagues and I like often have conversations about this, and I can think of a few ways in which fintech has, surpassed the orthodox banking standards. But specifically speaking, with fintech, it's just about simplifying banking, and serving those real customer needs. And I feel like banks are selling banking products while fintechs are servicing customers, honestly. Just by focusing on one thing, and the one thing is the customer, I feel like fintechs are definitely disrupting banking because, for one, I have a credit union and I cannot for the life of me figure out how to send money through Zelle. Like, it's not a feature that's offered with my credit union. And my other banking accounts, it's no problem. I can send money to anybody. And I'm just like, I want to pay my gardener for his services. And he's like, oh, can you just Zelle me the money? And it's like such an hassle. And this antiquated way of banking just really shows how banks are slow to reevaluate what features are more efficient for the clients. And so I feel like banks also have like way more responsibilities. They have stakeholders and they have, capital to play with. And they need to stay up to date with like hundreds of regulations and meet the compliance laws like community reinvestment acts and things like that. Like, they always need to be very diligent about how they do business. So um, I believe I was talking to our CEO, and she was saying, our Charlene, I think you spoke with her before,
Mhm.
and she was saying that banks spend a whopping, I think it's like she said 75% of their budget just on maintenance, right? So this is very different from startups, in my personal opinion, because the features that are built by fintechs are built very quickly and efficiently, and they don't need to meet as many regulatory requirements because they just, you know, these fintechs don't have a banking license. So they don't need to be under that umbrella of like extreme, um, regulation and compliance. But, I mean, the infrastructure for a fintech is definitely way cheaper to maintain. I think it's like 38, $40 max to actually acquire a customer, um, based on what, 200 to 300 that traditional banks have to, shell out to keep a customer. So these are the type of things that I believe will continue to play a part in disrupting the banking industry for sure.
Wow, I didn't know it costs so much just to maintain customers. Do you then think that fintech is going to disrupt the real estate also? I mean, I just don't see how real estate industry is defenseless against the tech charm.
Okay, well, I mean, fintechs could very well disrupt real estate also. I mean, I know of companies out there like Proppy
Hmm.
that's behind, the objective that from the moment you receive the listing all the way to closing the deal, Proppy real estate transaction management software definitely is going to take up the reins and handle everything from start to finish. So if we have programs like Proppy out there, is there really a need for a real estate agent or a loan originator? These are the types of things that, really show how we are changing as a financial society. And I believe that our current way of doing things definitely should be revitalized. But at the same time, there's not going to be a need for real estate agents when you have companies like this, like Proppy. One thing I learned as a professional is just to try to be on the forefront of cutting edge, technology, and always try your best to adapt. And that's what I tell my clients, because they have a certain way of spending their money. They have these bad spending habits. And the social climate, the economic climate is constantly changing. So you can't really stay in the habit of spending like you used to. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to make sure all my clients are very mindful of their circumstances and how the economy is moving. And I don't think that anybody is safe, honestly. You know, right now it's a fun time to be in finance, but nobody's safe in this climate. And so it's best to, stay knowledgeable.
That's a great point, Constant. From what you just said, it seems like profit can definitely change the real estate industry. Can you say how the current fintech industry has changed over time?
Well, I mean, fintech has changed in a very short period of time. Fintechs have moved from targeting just millennials to creating new products that support, I think, a more wider range of people, demographics that, surpass just the, budding college student. Like GuideFi, we have financial advisors that can tackle any concern. And age really will not play a part in how we do our business. The priorities of the client, of course, differ, but the ability that we have to do our job and offer that service remains the same. And so there can be absolutely no doubt that, I feel like fintech has a social heritage in developing these new templates that have inspired, other founders around the world. And the drive to help the disadvantaged through fintech is definitely as strong as ever. And that's what we do here at GuideFi. We can see how that change is becoming more prominent in concerns with the consumer. So the societal change, the economic change, everything is definitely changing. And the change is a good thing. And I believe that fintech has changed tremendously over the time and just over time. And just in this short amount of time, I feel like companies like GuideFi, our agency really does help, facilitate that change to make it seamless for the client.
Thank you for providing insight on how you view our current fintech. Can I follow up and ask you, do you think fintech as an innovation can change the future of money and bring social change?
Well, I definitely think that fintech can change the future of money. That's a really good question, and it's an exciting time to have these type of conversations. Um, Traditional banks definitely have a reputation for ignoring the needs of customers, and they're slow to adapt. They're slow to adopt new services, and these services are instrumental, but banks drag their feet when it comes to society's changing demands. So I believe fintech is the complete opposite of the traditional banking system, of course, right? Because it anticipates demands of the client, and fintech is always pushing itself to innovate and develop new products that support the kind of lives we actually live. I feel like with crypto right now and this whole cryptocurrency boom, um, we can see that the future of money is changing, right? And we can see how the consumers have taken the power away from Wall Street. Can I ask you? I know at least 20 people who have bought crypto. Have you or your classmates, started taking part in purchasing cryptocurrency, like with Coinbase and stuff like that?
I believe so. I have, and I believe some of my classmates have too.
Yeah. So, this is just, see, we're just speaking, and you can attest to you can say that, so many people who have bought crypto, and I know at least 20. So I think that taking the power from Wall Street and placing that control with the consumers definitely is going to change the future of money. And it's just really interesting to see um, how crypto is building a new generation of wealthy, right? And so these wealthy that crypto is, you know, springing forth, they might not come from a wealthy background, but they were able to take advantage of our current financial climate and become wealthy. So I think the future of money is definitely going to continue to change. And because of that, the societal changes will happen. They go hand in hand, in my opinion.
Wow. Well, that's all the questions that I have for you. I'm going to wrap up the interview and thank you very much for your time and fantastic contribution for exchanging wellness by using technology.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Imelda. I wish you the most success, and I wish you the well in all your future endeavors. And I appreciate you guys interviewing me.
Thank you.
Have
Bye.
a good day.